And today we're reacting to Getting Out of a Gang in Prison. Not gonna be pretty. Jay Williams Let's Love Life, man. Another great video. Make sure y'all go show love to his channel, but y'all already know what it is, man. Make sure you like this video because y'all like it anyway. Y'all love these. I love these. I love spending this time with y'all. It's like we watching a movie together. Let's get to the video, man.
Y'all already know what it is. Jay Williams, Let's Live Life, and we're back. Getting out of a gang. The hell do you get out of a gang? I done seen it. Let's relive it. Alright, so for starters, I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of comments that wouldn't fly here, that wouldn't fly there. Alright, I wasn't there, I was here. What goes in some states might not go in others. I don't want anybody to think, oh, well, that's wrong, that's wrong. It may be wrong. And also to let y'all know, I was never a gang member. Never. Never rocked one of those set. Had homeboys from all different sets. You're going to deal with that in prison if you're a cool dude. But me personally, I wasn't a gang member. I have been in a cell with pretty much every gang member you can think of. Gangs y'all have never heard of. Gangs you hear of every day. You know, you name it, I've been housed with them. I'd say I was probably in the cell with more Bloods than anything, but that's because Bloods got more numbers than any other gang here in Virginia.
That was the same thing for Bill. He said something like that too in Georgia.
So let's go ahead and get into it. Everybody knows how people get in gangs. Might get jumped in, might get sent in. If you're a female, you might get sexed in.
Hey.
You know, missions, all these different things dudes got to do in different sets. Well, I'm going to start this story off, man. I think I'll give y'all 3 today. On a dude that he didn't get beat out of a gang. He had problems because of what he was claiming. We're here in Virginia. I'm in the jail. It's a white dude. I know him from the streets. Solid dude, man. I knew when I ran into him in jail that he was going to bang. You know what I mean? He was doing the same thing in jail he was doing in the streets. If you wanted to get physical, he was all about it. Me and dude would meal up. We would kick it. And that would change. Not long after me getting locked up. Now, I can't speak for other states. I can't speak for, you know, West, East. I can speak for VA. Here in VA, it is common knowledge. It is known. There are no white bloods. Virginia now. Might be possible somewhere else. But where I'm at, it ain't happening. We got all these blood dudes in the pod. And they're on some get down and lay down type shit. But they're not enforcing that on white dudes. They're pushing that shit towards the black dudes. Like you either gonna be with us or you against us. There is no in between. The only ones they didn't really apply that to was the guys that were already being extorted and were super soft.
Damn.
The guys that had medical conditions or dudes that were really old. Because you're not trying to bring nobody into your organization that everybody already knows is a bitch. What's the point in it? You know what I mean? Like, makes all y'all look bad. You don't want nobody that's too old in your organization because then you're going to spend all your time either trying to defend him or he's no good to you if you go to war. And then you definitely don't want somebody with you that's got a medical condition. You don't want somebody that if all y'all get to wrecking and somebody runs up on him and swings on him, he ducks and shits on himself. Or, you know what I mean? In a wheelchair, none of that. So those dudes, for the most part, were safe. But if you were your everyday average black dude, they were recruiting.
Yeah,
they weren't asking, they were telling you.
Yeah,
like,
you a blood now.
You're either going to be with us
or we gonna
smash your ass out anytime we feel like it until you join.
Oh, man.
Dude I know, man, I'm going to leave his name out. He decides that he's going to be blood. And when he first came to me with it, I told him, I said, bro, there ain't no white bloods in VA. He was like, yes, there is. I said, no, they're not, man. They might be in the streets. But when you hit prison, it's not happening, man. Ain't no white bloods in VA or in the prisons. He was like, yes, it is, blah, blah. He wanted to argue. So at that
All
point
right,
there,
nigga, go
I
ahead
kind
then.
of fell back
Shit.
from it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you want to be blood so bad, nigga? Yeah, all right, bet. Then there is then. Okay, for sure. Let's see how that work out for you.
Do you, my dude? Because you're not one to learn, one to listen. You
Right.
got to learn the hard way. He would get up with these dudes. They took him in the cell. They started the clock. Certain amount of seconds he had to get jumped. 3 dudes went in there. He rumbled them. Bloom, bloom, bloom. Comes out. He's knotted up. He's got bruises. You know, he got his thing off. He did his thing. Some of these dudes got marks on him and stuff. Now they're dapping him up. They done brought him home. He's one of them now, right? From that point there, me and him really didn't kick it much. We still talk here and there, you know, little bullshit, but our everyday kick it game was gone. You rock with something I don't do, you know, so I'm
I ain't going.
not rocking with you. He would get into altercations with other dudes for the Bloods, rumble dudes for the Bloods, put in work for the Bloods, and the whole time I'm thinking, me and him are both going to prison. I'm like, man, when he gets to prison, these dudes have set this guy up, man. They've set him up for straight failure. Like, he's got a bad thing coming to him. He leaves before.
Oh, so they was in jail and then they moved. Okay, he was in jail and they went to prison.
I end up getting a fighting with a dude from Petersburg, Virginia. We get to rumbling right in the middle in the pod at the tunk table. They take me and my homeboy John Chris. The two they got to fighting. So I go to the hole. I would end up leaving the hole and getting shipped to receiving, which is the first prison you go to where they classify you and figure out what level you are.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
That's what I would do. I left the hole, got shipped to receiving. I get there, as soon as I show up, I see my homeboy.
See, bro.
My homeboy's jaw is sitting out.
Oh.
Way out.
Oh, man.
He looks like, you know what I mean, one of them cavemen you see off a movie, and his jaw is just huge. So I know a couple other dudes there from doing time. They all tell me, yeah, man, your homeboy came up as a hoe. I don't know what he's got going on. He joined the gang. He's gang material now. They're like,
He tell me, oh, facts. Your homeboy, you don't know what, man. I don't know what he been on, man. Talk about your homeboy, man. I thought that was at a time. I know him. Now I just know him.
Anyway, whatever. Dude came up here and got down and was claiming blood. And as you know, man, ain't no white bloods up here.
Yeah, I told him.
He was like, they asked him for his knowledge, meaning things that only gang members know. You'll be addressed one way. You're supposed to respond a certain way. They asked him all that. All that was cool. All that was, you know, official. But they still wasn't dealing with the fact that he was a white dude banging blood. They would end up taking him out back and pretty much was just chilling. Told him, you can't be blood, you ain't blood, you're false flagging. False flagging means pretty much you're claiming a set that ain't your set. He argued with him, got all hype, and it was just an all-out smash fest.
Yeah, now we got to get on you.
Everybody crashed him. All the blood dudes, as many as they could put on him at once, just smashed him out. They didn't use the jail politics, the gang politics of how many people it's supposed to be. Because he's considered
This is a human.
He's considered not regular. To be truthful, not to be real, claiming something he's not about. This dude was down for them blood dudes.
Damn.
You think that shit mattered? No.
And mind you, did stuff like was doing things. Handling whatever he was handling, was convinced. You convinced, bro, that's got to be the sickest thing. You convinced you did all the things. You done learned the damn fucking knowledge just to be brought around back, get your jaw cracked in half, bro. It's crazy, man. And you was putting in work. Damn. Should have listened to Jay Williams. Oh.
And he was eating soup through a straw.
Damn.
He had what's called finger food meals, which is pretty much liquids and stuff. They're giving this dude liquid meals 3 times a day because his jaw is wired shut. So, like I said, that's VA. Next one we'll get into, man, is a dude named Flip. Flip is also a white dude. Flip was GD. I didn't know Flip from the streets, but Flip was from generally not far from where I'm from. Same area. He was real big into prescription drugs on the streets and robbed a bunch of pharmacies. Got these people for their money. You know, got them for the pills, rolled out, got caught.
And them pills is a mean. Them pills, since they're not prescribed, that's a nice big old F. Nice felony for you. My man's caught a felony when we got pulled over. My man's was in the car with me, and he had pills, bro. And they pulled us over, man. And that nigga, he had like a couple things of Adderall, bro. Wow. Hit his ass with a felony. Too smooth. To a nasty one. Boom. Something nasty.
In the cell with him named Shorty, another white dude, a little small dude. Flip and Shorty end up getting caught. Flip is in there flipping Shorty, doing all the things he ain't supposed to be doing.
Hey, now.
And they get caught having sexual acts.
Hey!
Sexual relations. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Type shit in the cell. Him and his cellmate both go to the hole. Now, we all know that with Flip being gang affiliated, this is going to be bad.
It's going to be bad.
If he comes back to this side of the yard, it's going to be bad if he goes to that side of the yard because they're going to send a kite over there to get at him. About 30 days goes by, they bring Flip back in the pod.
Ooh.
Dudes push up on Flip. Flip was crip now. They tell him, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, you done violated our codes. This shit ain't cool. You making us look bad. You need to come out to wreck today. I knew when they told Flip he had to go out to wreck, meaning he had to go out to yard, that it wasn't nothing they wanted to talk about. They wanted him out there because they could isolate the situation and just completely crash him, you know what I mean?
Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm back again. And I've been putting a lot of people on to this program called Free Cash for a while now. Check out one of my supporters that had the biggest payout that I've seen yet from all the DMs y'all sent. And I promise you, they've been hitting me up saying that they've tried it and it's worked. They've been getting cashed out, and I love to hear that because it genuinely actually works. And don't think I have not been seeing y'all's comments saying things like it doesn't work, Dior supporting a finesse, they're trying to take your data, and it's not true at all. And the fact that y'all would think that I would even put that on a video to get y'all finessed is wild to me. But hey, first off, Free Cash does not sell your data. They strictly track your progress to make sure you can get paid. Only sign up with an email and password and give no personal information, so I don't know what y'all are talking about. Here's how it goes. You sign up through my link, and inside you see a list of apps and games. Download them, play, and beat the levels that they tell you. That's the key. You got to complete the requirement. And once you hit the level, the system credits your account. And every time you finish, you get real money. Cash out to your PayPal or get a gift card, while it also being free of charge. The games pay Free Cash to get new players, and Free Cash just shares the money with y'all for trying it out. It may take a little time to get a huge payout, but if you're gonna be on your phone playing games anyway, you might as well make $5 to $10 doing the same thing. I don't want to hold y'all any longer, and I hope I've cleared up some things if you've been sitting on the fence. Hit the link, try a few games, and then DM me. Let me know that you've been winning, actually getting your money. Like I showed y'all earlier, bro made $1,000 off of Free Cash. I'm not promising that's gonna happen every day for y'all, but the fact that there's a possibility for doing something that y'all already do should really be all the convincing that you need, bro.
Flip goes out there, and they made this big commotion in the pod at first where they was going to bank him, but they didn't.
He went.
And they're telling him, you're going to go out to the yard, you can go out to the yard. So I'm like, and where they used to fight at was right outside my cell window. Like, my cell window was, I'm in 20, and I'm at my cell. If you look out my window, you can see the building where the hole is, where they take people in to execute them. You can see the handball court. You can see the door where people come out for rec. I'm in the corner. That's my view, and I see the towers, the fence, the track, all that, the basketball courts. They take this dude Flip out there, and I go ahead and I go to rec. I don't have the weight pit that day. Another yard's got it. We used to alternate who had the rec, the weight pit. And they tell Flip, go ahead and go over in the corner.
Damn.
Now, he's got all these crip dudes, all his crip people out there, and they're watching. And I'm looking up thinking, damn, this is a lot of dudes, man. Flip, they did something a little different I hadn't really seen many times. They got their biggest dude, their biggest crip, and they sent him at Flip. He annihilated Flip. Flip gave it 190%, man. He fought his ass off, and they crushed that dude. Beat him into the dirt to where he was laying on the dirt, face down, blowing dirt, trying to get up. Dude would let him get up.
Wow.
Rumble Flip. You want to be gay? Boom, 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 boom. Make us look bad. Boom, boom, boom. Just beat Flip to pieces, right? So Flip gets up, and he's bleeding profusely, man. His forehead's split. His jaw's all sideways. His nose is bent.
Damn.
I said, damn, man, they crushed Flip.
Put in the tornado.
No, it's not. What they're doing with Flip is First of all, they're making him fold his flag, which means we no longer rock with you. We don't support you. And we're going to do everything we want to you because you made us look bad until we get done.
Sheesh.
Flip makes his way to his feet after about the third time he's been knocked down. Him and this dude went at it for a good probably 45 seconds to a minute. If you don't think that's a long time.
Yeah, a minute of ass whooping, too. Not even a minute of being able to get right. A minute of a nigga on your ass, too. That's a long time. Put a minute right now on your phone and let it play. And now think about you in a fight, but you losing at that. You not even like handling yours, you're losing. Getting your teeth kicked in for a minute straight. Yeah.
You ain't never really fought before. He stands up. Everybody, you know, for us that's not gang affiliated, we think it's over. Another dude steps up. He's like, nah. I gotta have him.
Oh, man.
Now I'm starting to realize what's going on. All these dudes ain't crowded around to watch. All these dudes are crowded around because they all want a piece of beating down Flip. Next dude comes in. Flip is winded. Like I told you, he's already got a broke nose, his jaw swollen,
Jeez.
crack on his forehead. It's all scuffed up from being slammed on the blacktop.
Damn.
Next dude comes in. It's an easy win for him. He jumps straight in there, fucks Flip world up, just crushes Flip.
That's not funny.
Flip is now laying on the ground and can barely get up. And the big dude that beat him up the first time was like, nah, cuz, get up. Walks out, extends his hand, stands him up. Flip stands up. The next dude comes in.
My turn.
Just beats the hell out of Flip. By the time it was over, it must have been 6, I want to say 6, maybe 7, maybe even 8, but I want to say 6 to 7. It's been a while. That would end up beating Flip up.
Damn.
After that, Flip's sales started getting ran up in. He started getting robbed.
Oh, my God. They would... Yo. Whooped you 8. You ran 8 fades back to back. All losing every one. Oh, you could probably barely open your eyes. You open your eyes to all your shit just getting tough.
Dudes were stealing from him. We all knew who was doing it.
Give me all of that.
We seen it. He put a big ass target on his back. The last one I'm gonna give y'all, man, is on a dude named G. And G was GD. I remember the day he came into the pod. Seemed like a cool dude. You know what I mean? You could tell when he first came in, he was a little timid. He had just got here. He ain't walking all big and bad. He's got his bags. He's just walking, kind of just minding his business. Skinny white dude, young dude, 22, 23 years old.
Man, they doing a white
Time
man
he's
crazy.
not affiliated. Wouldn't be long, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They take him in the cell and they beat him in. Now he's GD. He was so happy about this, man. Like you could see immediately. One of the first things he did was he went and got, you know, his set plastered all across his shoulder.
Wow.
Like he got all these different GD tattoos.
Wow,
he was really about that being GD.
Yeah, he was happy.
I peeped it for what it was.
Like he just got a P5.
They brung him in to be their crash test dummy.
Oh, man.
They didn't bring him in because he was solid. They didn't bring him in because he was a hitter. They didn't bring him in for none of that. They brought him in because he was a crash test dummy. He had something to offer them. And they were just going to get it until they couldn't get it no more. He go to commissary. They take his commissary. They come in. Everybody got to eat. You got to break bread. And they would take 95% of his commissary.
Hold on, man. Bill ain't ever said nothing like that. Bill ain't ever said, and Bill GD. I don't know how they run it, but you got commissary. You supposed to break bread, bro. Let me get 95% of your shit. Leaving your ass with goddamn Fritos and a Sprite.
Split it between themselves. He was always calling home and having his people do 3 ways. They spent more time on the phone on his dollar than he did.
Wow.
You name it, they took him for it. Then we get to a point one day where they got a dude that's in there that's GD that they want handled, and you can already tell G don't want to handle it. He don't want to mess with it, man. He's not trying to fight. He's scared, and they want him to go in the cell and run with this dude, and he's like, "No, I'm not going in there." And the main dude is like, "You gonna go in there, or we're gonna beat the shit out you." Right. He's like, "Man, I ain't signed up for this, man. I know that dude."
Fuck you, mean you ain't signed up for this, nigga? Yeah, you did. You GD.
That's my homeboy. I don't want to fight with him. They was like, well, Cool, we'll beat him up, then we're going to beat you
Yeah,
up,
we're going
right?
to handle you up. Don't worry about
So
it.
they go in there and they beat the dude up that they wanted G to fight initially.
Your turn.
Smash him. Just completely just trash this dude in the cell. Not to the point of having him on the ground and beating him, but he would drop, they'd stand him back up, and they'd rumble him again. I'm not sure what he did. Now they take G in the cell, and they beat the piss out of G. Like, they beat G to the point that I hadn't seen them do their own like that in a very long time. You know what I mean? Unless somebody did something very foul. And all this dude did was refuse to do something they asked him to do.
Yeah.
He comes out the cell after they beat him up. And like I told you, they hurt him pretty bad. He comes out, he's like, y'all a bunch of pussies for what y'all just did. Y'all was kicking me on the ground like fuck y'all, you know what I mean? He's snapping. I'm surprised. I didn't think he had it in him to go at him like that, right? And they was like, well, if it's a problem, you can fold your flag. You know what I mean? Like, you can get the fuck up out of here. And he was like, it's whatever. I don't care. Y'all shouldn't. How y'all kicking me on the ground, stomping my head? Fuck y'all. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all, they never wanted this dude really to be a part of them. You could see it. They would just send him on dummy missions. They tell him, go back in the cell. He's like, I'm not going back in the cell. He's making a big commotion in the pod, hoping the COs can see what's going on.
Save him, to save his ass.
Save him before it happens. They grab him by his arm and drag him. He's pulling. They're shoving him and dragging him.
Just fighting right there.
Back into the cell. This go around, man, so many different dudes, because now they're looking at him like he's a traitor. He's committed treason. You know what I mean? He's made them look bad. He said, fuck all y'all. I don't want to be with y'all no more. Yeah. Get me out the gang. They take him in the cell, man, and they just totally annihilate him. It sounded like they were in there with jackhammers trying to knock down the walls as they were beating this.
That's not funny, bro. That's not funny.
Mind you, I said he's young. This dude didn't deserve all that. They come out the cell maybe 3-4 minutes later after everybody's taking turns going in there, and they're in there so deep that I don't understand how they're really hurting him when there's so many people in there. It's like crowded. He comes out, he looks like Elephant Man. Like, his face is just contorted and just
unrecognizable.
Shit sitting in places it shouldn't be sitting. One side of his face is higher than the other. His face is just smashed. They have broken all types of shit in his face. So I see the dude.
Bro, ain't it crazy to think like bro, niggas, you know, you probably, the regular person, you probably been in a fight. Maybe you haven't. Some people ain't never been in no fight, period. You've been in a fight, you know, and let's say you lose. Maybe the worst you get, black eye, bro. Is on the normal joint you lose. Worst you get, black eye, maybe a couple bruises. Not even a black eye. You just might be red and he got you. But there's a world where you get beat up so bad that you don't even look like, just to even put your brain in that, you can't even think about it because it ain't never happened. You ain't never been hurt that bad. You've never been hurt that bad, in that much pain, unless, you know, you've been in an accident or something like that. I'm not saying you haven't, but in that case, a regular fighting case, you ain't been hurt so bad where, you know, you don't look like the man that you once were. And just that concept is crazy to me.
When I'm looking at him, I'm like, man, these dudes just ain't learning about this gang shit. You know what I mean? Like, y'all tripping. Y'all not about to take me in there and do none of that shit to me. I'd have got a knife immediately and just tried to keep myself safe, man. The next day he comes to me and he went outside. They ended up banking him again. Dang! Because he was walking around with his shirt off with GD tatted on him, his set tatted on him.
Oh, man.
He was, you know, they're looking at it like, man, you walking around with that shirt off like you still with us. They beat the shit out of him again.
Oh, my God.
He comes in that evening. It's like maybe, I think 3:30, 3:15 when Rec was called. And Rec being called means Rec's over. And he says, Jay, I got to get these tattoos off me, man. I said, well, I'm booked up, bro. There's not really anything I can do. And I'm not trying to get in the middle of what y'all got going on.
Yeah.
He's like, look, man, they said when I come to Rec tonight that if I still got these tattoos on me, they're going to cut them off of me.
Oh!
Like, they're going to legitimately cut the tattoos off me. They come in to check. They better be gone because I walked around with my shirt off today. I said, bro, what you doing outside anyway, walking around looking like fucking Elephant Man? Like, how did you make it past the guards looking like a salamander? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, you're tripping. I said, look, bro, there ain't nothing I can do for you. I'm not getting in the middle of this. You know what I mean? You got in that shit, now you get out. You know how the prison politics go. I said, but what I will do is I'll give you my backup tattoo gun and enough ink to cover the tattoo.
Wow. Nigga, you gonna have to tattoo yourself. This is a horrible life, bro. This is a horrible life. I know what I can do. Here's a tattoo. Man, you ain't never tattooed nothing before. Color over that shit yourself. That's crazy, bro. Somebody giving you a tattoo gun right now saying that tattoo on your shit, cover that up, do it yourself. That's insane.
Shit tattoo, and he's got this shit plastered. I said, look, man,
That was
here's
stupid.
enough. He goes in his cell, and he pretty much sits down with this tattoo gun and this ink. He hooks it to the adapter, and he just scribbles this massive black blob on his arm.
Yeah.
Just chewed his arm up, dug it up. You could see the scabs, the nastiness of how he went too deep. And it's just a big, he just took the gun and just draw, circle, and just back and forth until the tattoo was gone. Then he went on his forearm where he had everything else and, you know, just went back and forth with the gun, went back and forth with the gun. It was just, what he did to himself was disgusting. And
now he's this face misconstrued body, like, just, man, having a tough time in that shit.
Inhumane. I know that shit hurt, and then he's got to walk around with that on him for the rest of his life.
Right.
So part of the reasons right here, I ain't never joined gangs, man. I always did Jay. I'm just Jay. I'm Jay every day. Same Jay. Never got down with the gangs. This is a story, you know, a topic I could talk on a lot when it comes to the gangs, because there's just so much of it taking place, man. You got dudes like them that just come in and just don't understand what's going on, man, and how it's going to end. So I always try to leave y'all with something good from the bad. 1, stay away from the gangs. You don't know what's going to happen. 2, don't get locked up like always. And 3, avoid the bad situations. Being in prison is bad enough by itself. Don't put yourself in situations to where everybody's going to want to beat the shit out you, stomp you, or just try to kill you in there. Mind your business, stick to yourself, and you'd be surprised how far they get you. A lot of these guys join gangs because there's numbers in gangs, meaning that if something happens, they feel protected. Not realizing, though, if they're told to do something, they're no longer protected. They just got to do it. It's a crazy, crazy world we live in.
Damn, man. Tearing they ass up in there. That being said, let me know what y'all think, man. Like the video, sub up, copy the bitch channel. Lay out pieces are great for y'all, man. We gone. Hey, did he lad